let's pivot back to the NFL. The New York Giants are in quite a situation.
Yep.
So last week, obviously, we saw the Giants shit the bed.
Right. Yeah.
All over themselves. They paid Daniel Jones. They've looked inept and they've looked terrible. Evan Neal, tackle for the New York Giants, actually came out and chit-chatted about the boo birds that were happening from the Giants faithful. He said, these people that are judging us and booing us, what do they actually do, huh? What do they? They flip burgers. They make corn dogs. They're working at the Texas State Fair trying to hustle people into shooting basketballs, pretty much. Well, we all knew as soon as a player takes a shot at the fans, especially fans that are expecting a team to be much better than they are, there was going to be some responses.
Yep. Yeah.
Here's from the Michael Kay Show, a man named Dahn LaGreca, who does sports media in New York City, also diehard Giants fan apparently, responding to Evan Neal, commenting about their fans booing him, and their fans basically not having enough money to worry about their opinions.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'd cut his ass. I would. How dare you? How dare you? These people pay your salary. They pay an obnoxious amount of money to park, an obnoxious amount of money for PSLs, to sit there and watch this pap, and you call them hamburger flippers? What, you're so much better?
What?
I'd rather have a guy that's flipping hamburgers blocked than your piece of garbage
Oh!
ass.
Oh!
Who the hell are you to talk to fans like that? Jeez. You piece of garbage. I can't let players do that. You're not above us. What, because you happen to play a sport? You make them, you're better than me? You're better than the people that pay your salary? These Giant fans were here before you, and they'll be here after your sorry ass is cut. What a piece of human trash. And I don't want to hear some apology. I don't want to hear, oh, I was taken out of context. I didn't mean, I don't want to hear, done. I would cut his fat ass. Oh, if I'm John Mara, I call him into the office and say, you were a first-round pick, but you're not worth anything. You don't talk to our fans that way. You don't talk to me that way. You are out of a job. You should boo him. You see him in the mall at Willowbrook. Boo his
Get on board.
ass. If you see him on the DMV, boo him. Don't stop booing him. If he goes to the Pro Bowl, boo him. If he wins a Super Bowl, boo his sorry ass. Screw that guy. That angers me. We're not nobody. Flipping, but how are you taught? You condescend to people that pay to watch you play. Poorly, I might add.
Really bad.
Oh,
We're not done.
No.
I hate players like that.
I thought it was
Despise
going to end.
them.
I was going to say, if the whole thing was he just said boo louder, I was going to be like, oh, so he's saying like we deserve it. Like, no, keep the boos coming. That's where I thought you were going.
Flipping hot dogs.
Think about how wrong I was. I thought he was going to say, no, keep booing. We deserve to be booed.
There are people in the stands that are doctors. They cure diseases. They're Giant fans, too. There are people that are architects. They build bridges and buildings. You block poorly. Don't ever talk to anybody like that again. Seriously, I don't care. First round pick, how much money, hit to the cap. That would really show me something. Cut. And I know he'll get picked up. He'll play someplace else. One day, you're not going to play football anymore. And if there's a God up above, it'll be soon. And I hope you're flipping burgers. Jeez. And when I buy that burger from you, I'll spit in it.
That's Dahn LaGreca.
That's an all-time.
That's one of the greatest rants of all time.
Yes.
Not normally in this media world do you just throw to another show for 3 minutes. But that was a work of art from Dahn LaGreca, and I think everybody that was in that locker room that's around Evan Neal, and he was emotional after a game, did not appreciate the fact that their own fans were turning against him, even though, hey, that's how the NFL works. That is how passionate fans work. And now, obviously, the next steps that we knew that LaGreca said, I don't want to hear an apology. Well, there is one. Yep. Here's Evan Neal coming immediately the next day.
I'm remorseful, and I definitely could have used a better choice of words. Coming from humble beginnings myself, I never want to belittle anyone, regardless of their financial status or their occupation. So I really just wanted to apologize for what I said.
So the fans here listening to LaGreca, they're booing him like they saw him at the mall there. AJ, we knew this was going to get ugly. Anytime you take a shot at the fans are going to respond in a big way. Anytime you say, like, I got more money than you, you don't have money, what are we even talking about, is going to be responding in a bad way. We need to know, though, Evan Neal is just reacting out of frustration. He wants the team to do well, too, right? That's what we need to remember?
Yeah, no question. There's always there's a long period of time, I think, after a game, especially a bad loss, to where everybody might need some space and need some time to try to figure out, hey, this didn't come out exactly how I wanted it to. Anytime you're going after fans and talking about their profession, it's a no-win situation for an NFL player.
Any professional athlete,
really.
Somebody who has flipped a double bird at West Virginia fans.
Sure.
Okay? Yeah. And then it came back.
Right back.
In abundance.
Sure.
It's a quick learning lesson, and especially in the NFL. And he said PSLs, those are the seat licenses to even buy tickets you have to buy, especially at MetLife Stadium with everything like that. One of the greatest rants that we've ever seen in sports media, honestly.
It was awesome. I loved everything about it. And when you talk about it, you could come at fans if you're playing well, and then maybe that's a thing. But when you are historically one of the worst plus minuses to start the season, what are they, minus 80 or whatever to start the season, and they've been blown out at home in both games that they've been there, and the O-line has been absolutely terrible, that is a bold move, my friend.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic, though, that they have the Dolphins now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Easy game.
Right. They got a new number one wide receiver.
Yeah, they brought in Chase Claypool. I don't know if they're going to use him or not, but I assume McDaniel will figure out a way to make him do something. And to get back to football, Wink Martindale, the defense coordinator for the New York Giants, was asked about now it's been going bad. The team's been playing terrible.
Yep.
And you got the Dolphins coming around the corner. Wink Martindale, defense coordinator for the Giants, who I think we all expected to be great all the time because that's how he's been throughout his entire career, mostly with Baltimore, now with the Giants. He was asked about what his life has been like preparing for the Miami Dolphins, and here is how he responded.
Well, my wife called me last night before she went to bed. She said she was worried about me. She said, "You getting any sleep?" I said, "Yeah, I'm sleeping like a baby. Every 2 hours I'll wake up and cry and go to the bathroom and try to go back and get some more sleep." I mean, that's unbelievable. I mean, it's unbelievable. But that's where this league's heading. With some of the other scores, the points have been up pretty high. I think it does. I told our guys, not the players, I told our staff, because we're all old enough to remember the greatest show on turf. This is like that 2023 supersonic. I mean, they're faster than that. And that's the whole thing that, in preparing a team going into this environment, it's not even turf there, it's grass, and they're still faster.
Well, so what we just learned there is that Wink Martindale understands the offense that they're about to stare down. But this is not a good time for the Giants conversation to be everything but football with how shitty they have been, Ty.
Yeah, I mean, I understand it's tongue-in-cheek and he's kind of kidding, but he's also like, hey, listen, I don't got the horses to keep up with these guys, unfortunately. I have no idea what I'm going to do. We just saw what they did, to Denver a couple weeks ago. And for the Giants, who have looked piss poor through 4 weeks of the season, boy, I would not want to be Wink Martindale this week.
Yeah, it'd be brutal, especially when you just think about who the Giants have in their secondary. Like, the Dolphins can beat you running, and they can beat you throwing. So it's really a pick-your-poison situation with, the Giants. And after, what Evan Neal's going through and basically what the conversations are probably like inside that building, I mean, we might be looking at another 70-burger from the Dolphins at home against the Giants. Don't you think, isn't he just doing his Bill Belichick to pump the other team up, though? He's kind of going over the top, like you said, a little tongue-in-cheek, but he also believes, like, man, this is crazy. I've been coaching for a long time.
He's self-handicapped.
I turn the film on, and I see all this craziness and all this explosive offense. How do I stop it? Yeah, I think he's doing like Al Belichick. Just pump your opponent up. Yep. Don't give them any bulletin-board material. Make them feel good about themselves, and then see how it goes on Sunday.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. The Dolphins got to get back. The Giants got to get back. Feels like the Giants got a lot of problems happening that are not football.